Chapter 3: Designing Simple Website Using Kompozer. A website plays a very important role in a business nowadays. It helps in presenting the business to the world. It helps in promoting the business, selling the products, and attracting a large number of customers. Therefore, it is important that the website should have good design techniques which will enable the company to get the maximum amount of traffic, therefore making the maximum amount of profit. A website is a collection of interlinked web pages for a specific purpose. The challenge, however, is in creating a website that is interactive, user-friendly, and providing accurate and useful information. The website should be designed in such a way that the users find the website informative and visit it repeatedly. It should increase customer base if the site is commercial. This objective can be achieved if appropriate care is taken at the time of website designing. This chapter discusses the general points to be considered while planning for a website. We will create a website using Kompozer and publish it on internet. Planning for the website. Developing a good website is a project similar to any other project and requires detailed planning. The better the planning, the chances of success in terms of usefulness of the website is higher. In other words, we can say that the desired goals for developing the website can be achieved. Following are the important points which should be considered for developing a good website as part of planning process. Purpose. The purpose of the website should be clearly identified. Before creating a website, we should be clear with the definition and goal of the website. A properly designed website will be helpful to the organization. The purpose for creating the website may be to provide information to a group of people, or it may be to attract the new customers, or it may be to sell the products online. Having decided the purpose, the content and layout of the website can be properly developed. Audience. Before we start with the designing part, we should know the expected users of the website. The website should contain both general and detailed information. It should also contain specific and non-specific data. The proportion of the different type and extent of detailed and specific information depends on the nature of the expected audience. The user expectations from the website are important to know, as it helps to develop the appropriate content and layout of the site. This also ensures that the website is useful and successful. Another consideration is the speed of connection that the expected users will have. In case large graphical files are kept on the website, they will take a long time to download. The users will become impatient while waiting for large files and leave the site. Thus, it is desirable that the website should contain minimal required graphic and multimedia files. Content. The website must contain complete and relevant information. Excessive use of irrelevant information can cause frustration to the users as they are unable to seek the specific data. Also, if the information provided is incomplete, the users can leave the website. Placing appropriate and relevant content will satisfy users and sustain their interest in the website. The website content should be classified into general and detailed categories. The general content provides an overview of the site, organization, products and services, and other items. Brief descriptive information helps user in determine what he is searching. It directs to the appropriate specific data and informs about other available items at the site. The detailed content provides users with the detailed information on the site like products and services description. The layout of the site must ensure easy access to the detailed information and specific information they seek. Text paragraphs should always be kept at reasonable lengths. If there is a lot of content to be displayed on a web page, then try to split it into small text blocks. This way, visitors will be easily able to pick out the content they need to know. The navigation in the website should also be made as easy as possible. Moving from one page to another should be easy so that the user knows where he is and how to get back to home page. Ensuring that appropriate information, that is both general and detailed, is available and easily accessible ensures that site can serve its intended purpose. A website is a valuable tool for businesses and other organizations when composed of the right material, that is content. As with other tools, the website can perform an outstanding job. Medium. More and more people are using internet through smartphones and tablets. The website design should scale for all the devices like computers, smartphones, and tablets. Also, the website should be designed keeping in mind that it is well displayed in all the popular web browsers like Mozilla Firefox, Chrome, Opera, or Internet Explorer. Creating a simple website using Kompozer. In earlier chapters, we discussed how to create web pages using Kompozer and use JavaScript for interactivity. We have also seen the general considerations while designing a website. Now, we will see how to design and develop a small e-commerce website in Kompozer. Let us create a simple e-commerce website named School Plaza, which caters to the needs of the school-going students. On our website, all the school-related items like books, stationery, school bags, water bottles, lunchbox, files, folders, and other such related items are available and can be easily ordered. We will also create a shopping cart which will show us all the products and the total amount of the items that we have purchased. Both figure A and B shows the look of the home page and shopping cart of the website that we plan to design. Let us learn to create our website step by step. To start with, we should first design the home page of our website. The home page of the website is the first page that opens when the user enters the URL address in the address bar of the browser. The home page of our website should list all the categories of the items that are available. Clicking on any one of the categories will take us to another web page showing the items of that particular category. To create the website, various designs which are known as templates are freely available on internet. We can easily download the templates and can customize them as per our needs. To start with the designing of home page, open Kompozer and create a new web page. To organize all the contents and the images related to the theme, we will insert a table with single cell as shown in the figure. The table will contain all the text and the images related to the website. To insert the table, go to Insert, Table. Select Single Cell Table and press OK button. Save the web page with a suitable title. The title will be displayed on the title bar of the web browser. Here, we have given the title as School Plaza. Save the file with the name index.html. Generally, whenever we create the home page of the website, it is named as index.html. Every website is built inside dictionaries on a web server and each web page is a separate file on that web server. Whenever the user types the URL of the website in the browser, say for example, www.schoolplaza.com. He or she does not specify the file to be opened, but the web server needs a default file name in order to display some content. This default file is the page named index.html. Thus, when we type a URL without the file name, the server looks for the default file and displays it automatically. Now, we will give a background color to the inserted table. Select the table and double-click it. Alternatively, we can also right-click the table and select Table Cell Properties. This will open Table Properties dialog box as shown in this figure. You can see two tabs, Table and Cells, which allows user to control several aspects of either the table or individual cells. You can see the cells related to a particular table. The options seen in the table bar are: number 1, size. It shows the number of rows, columns, and height and width of the table. Height and width can be specified in pixel or percentage of the window. Number 2, borders and spacing. It shows the border option in case you want to give a border to the table. Spacing is used to specify gap between cells. Padding gives a gap between the edge of the cell and the text within it. Number 3, table alignment. To align the table as left, center or right. Number 4, caption. Used to give caption to table if required. Number 5, background color. To give a background color to the table. Now, select a background color of your choice as shown in this figure. Now, to display the text, School Plaza and the related image, we will insert another table with one row and two columns. One of the columns will display the text and the other displays the image. Go to Insert, Table. Select 1 multiply by 2 table as shown in this figure and press OK button. Give a background color to the table. Now, in the left cell, we will insert the text and in the right cell, the image. To insert image, select Insert, Image. Alternatively, you can click the image icon on the toolbar. This will open the dialog box as shown in this figure. Specify the location of the image. Specify the alternate text in the input box, otherwise select the Don't use alternate text radio button in case you do not want to give alternate text. Giving alternate text will display the text in case the image is not displayed in the browser. Note, we have used an image named school1.jpg. Students may design their own image or use any other alternative image of their choice. Now, select the Dimension tab and select the Custom Size option. As we want to display the image in the whole cell, we will specify the height and the width as 100% of the cell as shown in this figure. Insert the text as shown in this figure in another cell. This figure shows the inserted text and the image. Now, we will insert another table with 2 rows and 2 columns to display the categories and new products. In the first row cells, type the text, categories, and new products. Give a suitable color to the text by going to Format Text Color. This figure shows the row with the text. Next, in the second row just below the categories, we will insert another table with single column and multiple rows. In this table, we will insert different categories in each row like school bag, water bottle, and others. Give a suitable color to the text. Here, we have inserted a horizontal line to differentiate the categories. To insert a horizontal line, go to Insert, Horizontal Line. Also, the categories will be a link which takes us to the related page of the selected category. We will make the link on the categories later on. Let us now create table to add the images of the items and the related details in the cell below the new products. Insert the table depending on items we want to display on the page. Here we have inserted a table with 3 rows and 3 columns. This figure shows the added tables in the web page. Next, we will insert another table at the bottom of the page for the details like About School Plaza, Feedback, Contact Us, and Sitemap. Create the table and insert the text. This text will also be a link. We have designed most of the home page. Whenever we click on any of the categories, the design of the page remains the same, but the images related to the category are changed. Thus, we need not create other web pages from scratch, but make multiple copies of our home page which can then be customized as per our need. Go to Save As option and save the file with different names. We have saved the file as waterbottles.html, schoolbags.html, and lunchbox.html. Now, when the link of particular category is clicked, the corresponding web page will be opened. You must have observed that the web pages thus created have the same title as that of the home page. Open the web pages one by one and change the page title by going to Format, Page Title and Properties. Now, open the respective web pages and put the images as per the category. We will add the images on the home page and the same way they can be added to other web pages also. Before inserting images of the items and their details on the home page, let us create link on the different categories. Clicking on a category will open the related web page. Open the index.html. To create link, select the text, that is school bags, go to Insert, Link. This will open a dialog box as shown in this figure. Under the link location option, select the file to be opened, that is schoolbags.html. Press OK button. Now, let us insert the details of the new products in the home page. In each cell of the table, we will insert an image of the item, name of the item, price, and add to cart checkbox and quantity text box. Insert the image as discussed earlier. Add the product name and price. Now, insert a checkbox by going to Form field. We will add an HTML attribute, that is ID, named B1 to the checkbox which will be used in JavaScript later on. Add the label, that is Add to Cart. Then insert text box with initial value 1 and an ID Q1. Add the label quantity. When the user selects Add to Cart checkbox, the item and its quantity are saved in the shopping cart. This figure shows the details of the products added. Note: add the images related to the categories on the web pages that we have created. Rest of the features remains the same. We have not shown the other web pages here. We will add a button Purchase at the bottom of the page which will take us to the Bill Details web page. This page displays the total items purchased and the total amount. On the button's on-click event, we will add a JavaScript shown in this code listing. It calls the function onCart bracket. The function onCart bracket will then call the bill web page. As seen in the code listing, we have a function onCart bracket. The first if statement block checks whether the checkbox for item 1 is checked or not. Earlier, we have given an ID named B1 to the checkbox of item 1. using document.getElement by ID, that is B1. Checked, we will check whether the user has checked the item. If it is checked, then we will save the quantity into a variable and calculate the total price. We finally save the product name, price, quantity, and amount as a string in a variable. Each of the details are separated with a delimiter, that is, comma. Individual product description is separated with delimiter, that is, colon. The script continues for each item listed. If the user has not selected any of the items, then pressing the purchase button will show a message with text, that is, no item is selected. Otherwise, the items are saved as cookie. A cookie is a variable that is stored on the user's computer. They are useful as they provide feature to remember and track preferences, purchases, commissions, and other information required for better visitor experience or site statistics. JavaScript can manipulate cookies using the cookie property of the document object. Cookies can be read, created, modified, and deleted. When the user clicks on the purchase button, the script calls the web page, that is, bill.html. The JavaScript in bill.html will calculate the total of all the items selected along with the total amount to be paid. This code listing shows the JavaScript that calculates the total amount. Here we have defined a function myFun bracket. The function is accepting data from cookie and storing it in an array. Then we are converting the data into number by using function parsefloat bracket and add it to total. Finally, we print the values of the total. Finally, the user clicks on the Proceed to Checkout button on the bill web page. This will ask the user to log in case he or she has not logged in, or sign up to create an account if he or she is not a registered user. The registration form can be created as discussed in the earlier chapters. Later, the payment details can be entered as decided by the owner. Generally, to handle such websites, we need to create database which stores the details of the product, registered user, login name, password, and other relevant details. Publishing a website. Till now we learned how to design a simple website using Kompozer. Now let us see how to publish our website. To publish a website means to transfer the web pages, images, and style sheets related to the site to a web server from which they may be accessed by the users. This process is generally called uploading. We can upload the website if we have an account on the web server. The Internet Service Provider, that is ISP, offers limited free space on the web server. We can also buy space from professional hosting providers. Alternatively, to upload the website, there are many web hosts that provide limited free space to the users. The free space can also be for a limited time period. We can register on these sites and can avail the free space. In our sample website example, we have opted one of these free space provider and uploaded the website. To publish a site, we need to know the settings for the space to set up the system. Open the index.html page and go to File, Publish. This will open a Publish page dialog box as shown in this figure. The following details are to be provided in Settings tab of Publish page dialog box. Number 1. In the site name field, enter the name of the website. This name is only used for internal purpose by Kompozer to refer to the website. Number 2. In the website information, HTTP address of your homepage field specify the actual web address or URL of the website. Note: we can register a domain on internet. There are many websites on internet wherein we can register a domain name. For example, www.schoolplaza.com for our website by paying nominal cost. Number 3. Publishing server details are provided by the ISP or the web host from where we have purchased the space. Type the publishing address. If connecting via FTP, then type in FTP address. File Transfer Protocol, that is FTP, is the means by which we can transfer the web pages from our computer to the web host. As discussed earlier, this is known as uploading or publishing. Provide the FTP username and password. Note: the details shown in this figure has been provided by the web host providing the free space. Now click on Publish tab of this figure. This will open a dialog box as shown in this figure. Perform the steps mentioned below. Number 1. Select the site name from the drop-down box if it is not selected. Number 2. Enter page title. It refers to the title of our index.html page. Number 3. Provide the file name. Here, as index.html file is open, it will take the file name automatically. Number 4. If this web page needs to be in a subdirectory of your site, enter in the site subdirectory field. Remember that some hosting providers require that you keep the web pages in a separate directory like public_html. Number 5. Specify the directory for the images. Generally, keep the images in a folder in the same directory. Number 6. Click Publish button. This will open publishing dialog box as shown in this figure. Kompozer will now upload the files and a pop-up message will be shown when finished. After uploading, type the URL of the website in the browser and check the website. Other open source web development tools. We have learned how easy and fast it is to design web pages using Kompozer. As we have discussed earlier, Kompozer is a free open source web development IDE. Just like Kompozer, we have many other open source web development tools which are freely available on internet. Let us discuss about some of the open source web development tools that are available easily on the net and are used by web developers to develop websites with ease. Aptana Studio. Aptana Studio is a powerful open source IDE, that is, integrated development environment for building web application. It is a complete web development environment which provides language support for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Ruby, Rails, PHP, Python, and many others. It is also comes along with a large number of additional plugins. Aptana Studio 2.05, that is also known as Aptana Studio 2, is currently used to develop web applications using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It can be easily downloaded from its website www.aptana.com. This figure shows the Aptana Studio interface. As seen in the figure, it can create projects in PHP, Rails, Ruby, or Web. This figure shows the HTML code written in this interface. Blue Griffin. Blue Griffin is another free open source WYSIWYG HTML editor. It can be easily downloaded from www.bluegriffin.org. It supports languages like English, Dutch, German, Chinese, and many more. It is an intuitive application that provides web developers with a simple user interface which allows them to create attractive websites without requiring in-depth technical knowledge about web standards. This figure shows the interface of Blue Griffon version 1.6.2. We have created a simple form using the tools. Amaya. Amaya is another free open source WYSIWYG web editor developed by the World Wide Web Consortium, that is W3C. It was initially started as an HTML or CSS editor and has now grown into an editor for many XML-based systems. It can be easily downloaded from www.w3.org/Amaya. This figure shows a web page created in Amaya. The source for the web page can be seen in the window just below the design of the web page.